job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
And the Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Turning it on. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
To the air, it's Hammond. Makes the catch, it's Jones. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
Ball down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
The Red Raiders look to keep this drive humming. Get set, get set. To the air on first down. Grab in the backfield. It's sticky. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Looking for room. It's Jordan. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. DB's right up on the receiver. Sticking with that running game as they get deeper in the red zone.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense, getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
And the Red Raiders have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Spider. 4-2, Spider.
Play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing the rhythm and the cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And that one is picked up in the end zone. He's
to go to the sidelines, get with the coach, settle down, and figure out the game plan for the rest of the game.
The Hurricanes are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
And he's all fouled up, and now it's lost the ball. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
They'll move the wide receiver. Williams looking for a man. Wide open downfield. Snowed under by the defense.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fellow, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
And the Canes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. The play action fake. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion. And
the Canes decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They'll break up this drive from the 30-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's reeled in. It's Jensen. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Quarterback showing you some resiliency here on this drive. He threw a pick on the opening drive of the game, but he was able to turn the page right away. You can't let that bad play affect you, and they're letting him throw it. They're being aggressive, and he's proving that he can still make good decisions here. He can find the open target and deliver strikes.
Back to pass, it's Hammond. And the quarterback will be slung down back to the 33. When you play backer at Miami, you got to bring some of that vintage Cane attitude.
Attitude, the physicality, the dislike for people. That's what you need at the linebacker spot. Miami's found a few of those guys over the years.
Finds his man, it's Stone. Tackled there by the defense.
I like the slot receiver because it gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Catch him stride inside the 15. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the fourth quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. UCLA is just getting blown right out of the Rose Bowl today. And while scorned Pac-12 fans might have no problem with that, this will not sit well with that fan base. They're trailing by 14 to SMU. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Williams will pass. Makes the grab, it's complete. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Canes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Got a little space. They'll pick up on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Big 3rd down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on 3rd down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and he can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
They made the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
29 Philly.
From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up 1st and goal.
Easy.
They'll try to get it in with the run.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and you never complain.
The Red Raiders can really attack on this second and short. To throw, it's Hammond. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
And the Red Raiders are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Out of the shotgun on third down. On this drive to even the score. It may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
Love to see this on offense early in drives, getting kind of yardage, keeps you ahead of the chains.
Red Raiders in a good spot here with second and short. From the wide receiver. The give out of the gun. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Now on first down from the 28. Grab behind the line. It's Stone. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Back to pass, it's Hammond. That's caught. It's Jensen. That had all the makings of it. Bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? And the Red Raiders with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Corner showing press. They want to be physical here. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
The Red Raiders kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. And the referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout. And the Red Raiders with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Joyner. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that, take a shot down on the field, but don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Looking for space. It's Joyner. Oh, he's got some space. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He's able to get it back and saves himself a rear end chewing. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Carter's backfield. It's Gentry. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throwing catch. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he makes the extra point. They go 83 yards on the drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Williams looking for a man. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
They're dealing with a second and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Brown. And a Good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms.
Let's go!
Williams will pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Red Raiders will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Carr. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down.
Spire!
Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
29 Philly.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Williams looking for a man. Makes the grab on the left. Across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
And the Hurricanes are rolling down the field.
Green 25.
Off play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well. And they've got a special group this year. This guy right here is one of those dudes. He can beat you one-on-one with his speed, and he has really, really good hands as well.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Tight end now in motion. Wants to go up top. It's caught. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Sets up the screen. He'll step out of bounds at the 11.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Brown has it. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
This defense
Looking to throw, it's Hammond. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Breaks it to the open. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as his offense tries to grind out some yardage.
I tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And it's picked off for the third time today. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down the running play, not only to get the football, but to put the field position with the return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, baby.
Yeah, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Got his man down the middle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can get that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
The Hurricanes trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Williams will pass. Pocket breaking down. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Man, I love the decision-making right there. Like, drop back the pass, look for your shots. You don't see it, tuck it, get positive yards, makes the next down even easier. That is a great heads-up, early down play for this QB.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. And it's picked up at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Hand off from the shotgun. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Quick completion on the out. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field.
There we go. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
first down, wants to throw. With the catch, it's sticky. Got enough space. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal. Power score. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raider. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. UCLA is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to SMU. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Williams looking for a man. Williams is big time. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
I love the job by the receiver there on the pro route against zone coverage because he finds the soft spot, but he also does a nice job coming back to the football, and it's not easy. When your quarterback's got a cannon like this guy does, and he's throwing a bullet at you, there's a lot of guys that would be hesitant. They would want to wait for the ball. Not this guy. He went and attacked it and secured the catch.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Might be changing the route. Gonna swing it on second down. Breaks the grab. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into bust territory at the 49.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Bought a little time, lets it go. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Right back up top on second and 10. This time on target. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the third. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. So first down, we'll open up the final period.
Green 25.
Williams will pass. He's got him in the flat. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He needed a little late boost from the crossbar, but he gets to go through. And they go back on top. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Give to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
Lasso! Black 24! Black 24! Squirrel!
Dropping back, it's Hammond. And the pass is incomplete. Jars loose by the hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the toe. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The short hands, it's Jones. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And the Red Raiders will have it 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
The Red Raiders can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got a man, it's Gentry. Open space at the 25. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. And the Red Raiders have their offense in high gear. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. The inside handoff. How in the world did the offense retain possession? I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
One thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
To the air, it's Hammond. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. He's knocked down immediately, but they'll have a goal-to-go situation from the 8.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that 1st down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the 1st down marker. Get in there and get it.
Grab behind the line. It's Drew. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
The offense tried to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And there was nowhere to
field goal, I tie the football game, and I try to win it later on.
Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal.
Situation in this game.
Well, here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drop. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get there.
Moves it up to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Easy.
From the gun, again, looking for room. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Sends it back in motion. Williams looking for a man. Quickly complete. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs.
Moves.
Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Making side adjustments here. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Got it.
They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on 4th down.
Fire! Gaucho!
Looking for a push on 4th down. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
How about that 4th down? I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the 1st down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on 4th down. There's just nothing they can do to stop it.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Looks like the offense will just take a knee.